We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40. Andy Isabella. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The Saints had 5 and 11 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go play action. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
First and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they go in position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff. Malik Jackson on the stop.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Again, it's Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Well, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Mayfield on play action. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone just like that. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
Saints, nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me... Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mayfield looks to throw.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. There to make the ground. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion gets him just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Play action, now it's Tua. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This is caught. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leading his offense out on the field. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that that's not the way you want to try to establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down,
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 37.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to pass. Tua. Thomas brings it in. Uses the stiff arm. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
That's good for the Saints.
Tua going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Tua. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but
it's still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That is caught downfield by Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.